Please welcome on stage Dimeji Timothy, Business Development Manager for inDrive.
Thank you, Cher. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? I'm sure the last session was an awesome and informative one. Very essential for the growing ecosystem in Nigeria, which we at inDrive are excited to be a part of. All right, as Cher has nicely introduced me, my name is Dimeji Timothy. I am the business development representative for inDrive Nigeria. And I'll be doing two things here, all right? I'll be telling a bit of our story, which we believe would be inspiring enough for the ecosystem. I mean, we started as a startup as well back in 2013, far away in Europe, and also making two major announcements, very interesting ones, which I am very excited about. The team, the whole team globally are excited about. So please stay with me as we go through it. I'm hoping to have my slides up to make this as interactive as possible. All right, while we have that, to make the best of our time and not to bore us, so I'll be doing a bit of introduction about us and who we are. So everyone would think having over 150 million in the mobility sector makes us just a mobility company. We are far from that. Last year in November, we rebranded from who we are as inDriver to inDrive. And we've been moving to be a people-driven company. All right, and what that means is we basically connect people and deliver to a couple of things, all right? Justice and transparency to people. You'll be thinking, how do we deliver such intangibles to people in the form of products? We'll be talking about that briefly. I really wish our slides were up so to make it easier for us to visualize. All right, as I said, we deliver justice through mobility, which is the simplest or the most basic need human has. Everybody remembers the basic needs defined in our elementary science movement, right? And it's not supposed to be a big deal. So it just makes sense that we are delivering such intangibles through mobility. We started in 2013, and the story behind it actually is that they were as low temperature in a city called Yatusk, all right, and students had to move around. But when they called a taxi, just because of the weather condition, the prices went astronomically high. And the students came together and said, yo, what do we do? They called themselves independent drivers, created a group using as simple as a communication platform to connect themselves whenever they wanted to go out. So that gave birth to our model of mobility, which is basically peer-to-peer. And that is one major difference that we have in the mobility sector. We take out the algorithm and bring people to connect with each other. And that has been our defining ingredient over the past 10 years that we moved from a startup to a unicorn with over 150 million downloads and evaluation at over $1.23 billion. Now that shows the power of having a people-driven company and also delivering product that delivers tangible results. So moving forward to what we've been doing in Nigeria. We have been in Nigeria since 2019, and that has seen us launch in about 4 cities. And this goes to show how people really accept our product. I mean, the numbers don't lie. If you, I like to make this analogy a lot. You have 2 videos. You're looking for a content, how to get from point A to point B. You see a content that has 50,000 views. You see another content that has 5,000 views. So which one will you go for? Content A or content B? Content A, right? The numbers don't lie because people validate your product. And the number of downloads that we've had just in June in Nigeria shows that we are the perfect solution for mobility in Nigeria. So go to the next slide. I'm sure we've gone through the first couple of slides. Hold on. Yes, services offered. I'll start on this side. City rights, that's intra-city. You're going from point A to point B in Lagos. We have that. Now you're going from Lagos to Ibadan. You can book a ride ahead. You know that comfort as conveniently as possible. You book ahead. You know who is coming to pick you. You call ahead. You make all the arrangements. You can see the ratings that the person has as well as feedback from other users. You have that both on city rides and city to city. Courier delivery. We started with moved. Our drivers are happy. Our users are happy. You have good support. And the most recent, which is the freight delivery, which I'm still going to talk about more. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, so I shared our starting story back in 2012. Oh, yes, 2012, Yakut, Siberia, and how we've grown. We talked about our values as well, transparency and fairness. And, I mean, our recent milestone, we achieved unicorn status in 2021. That's something that everybody looks at achieving, and we are glad that we are, shining light and making known that it's possible that you can do it. It's just a matter of grit and work. Next slide, please. Beautiful. Our current success in Nigeria. It took us 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022 to hit some level of success in Nigeria. Lagos, to be precise. But we didn't stop. We kept tweaking. We kept tweaking and tweaking. Now, we just didn't hit that success overnight, but it meant a lot of work. And once it was validated in the market, boom, we went ahead. Abuja. Abuja was launched February, March, April. I mean, once you get to the airport in Abuja, ask for an inDrive. I'm sure you get 5 responses. You can take a trial now and call my bluff if you don't get. You can switch. Just take a demo. Call my bluff if you don't get. After that, we've gone on to Ibadan. Now, something about the story of Ibadan is the fact that, we've launched Ibadan last year, and we're still back launching again. And this is a story of our grit in the system. It's not easy, but we keep doing it because, fairness doesn't want to be delivered, but we just have to do it, right? And that's what we've been doing. So now, the first big announcement is our mass launch. You're a business person. You have interest in Kano, Kaduna, Nnewi, Akure, Owerri, Calabar, and you're bothered about the transportation system that you're going to use in these places. Worry no more. We are finally launching our services in this city, starting with our intra-city ride. The more we validate the model, as is our practice, leveraging data, leveraging feedbacks as we've been getting from our users, the more services we make available in these various cities. And now, why Nigeria and why these 15 cities? I had earlier mentioned that mobility is a basic need, and we realized that we've been meeting it across the world. So why not Nigeria? Why not the old Nigeria? Why not the old geopolitical zones that have business interests, that has the need in high numbers? So this is one of the reasons why we've moved ahead to further invest in the space and launch in these 15 cities. And we really look forward to the success, to the convenience, transparency and fairness that will be delivering to everyone in these various cities. So do well to tell your friends, your associates, your families in these cities to try out inDrive and share feedbacks so that we can tweak, which is our practice. Next slide, please. So this is the second big announcement, and I was very glad that I was interacting with Batel. I don't know if he's here. And he said something about a product is not a product if you have to sell it. And today, someone validated that for me. So someone visited our booth. If you have the chance, you can go to our booth. We have excellent stuff for you. So she visited our booth. She's in the catering industry. She mentioned that, she uses our app for delivering of food. And it was surprising that she doesn't know we have the courier service. And she went ahead and introduced the freight to her. And instantly, she went through a typical buyer's journey. She became aware. She didn't just consider it. She was like, I'm sending a screenshot of this process to my sister. Instant conversion because the product works. You run a small business, you raised funds of about 20 million, and you do a lot of logistics. And I asked bus costs about 12 million. It doesn't make any sense to spend that money on buying a bus. But this infrastructure is available, and this is one way we are delivering fairness. All right? We are creating the infrastructures that makes it easy for businesses in Nigeria to scale. You don't need to burn money fast. Look for these infrastructures. And we all agree that apart from the monetary or the policies that affect, these kind of infrastructures, basic amenities, are things that affect the growth or the sustenance of startups. I want to spend a lot of money on very huge overhead costs. But with infrastructures like this that we're introducing, which allows you city deliveries and on-demand same-day delivery for items over 20 kg. You have a warehouse out of town and you need to move your goods in anytime. You can place an order. I did that, and I still have about 4 orders. I have about 4 responses for us moving out of here on Saturday. And if you'd care, we have about 100,000 naira worth of delivery credits. Visit our stand. If you are going to use the freight option, just visit our stand, meet me personally, and we'll do a demo. If you have to move things from your boots, we'll do a demo and show you how this works seamlessly. So how does it work? The module is already uploaded on the platform itself, and you just put in your pickup location, your destination, the description of the item that you're moving, you attach a picture, and you put your price. Now, this is the interesting part. It gets interesting from here. When you put your price and you add the picture, you put out your orders. It might not be today, it might be instantly. You start getting responses from drivers, different prices. So I tried one from Ogudu in Lagos to Victoria Island here, 8,000 naira for a television. And I got responses as high as 12,000, 12,000, 15,000, as high as 20,000. I saw the vehicle types. Another interesting part, I saw the rating. Now, this gave me an insight as to who is coming to pick me. Do I feel safe with this person? I saw someone with 5 stars after doing about 65 orders. Now, I feel confident, won't you? You feel confident about the person coming to pick you, right? Because you have this amount of feedback from other users, not an algorithm or not an aggregate feedback. It is precise comments about people. So these are the things that we've embedded in all our system, and we really hope that you take advantage of the opportunity, embed it in your system, and reduce your overhead cost and just transfer it to typical cost of production. So the next slide should show us the use cases. You have a small business, you don't want to own a truck, just like Lolly Kitchens. I don't know if she's still around. Are you around, Lolly? All right, I think she's gone. You don't need to own a truck. You can just use us. Your truck is broken down. You can place another immediately and get someone. Up to 1.5 tons can be moved. You want to scale your current business. You want to move from doing 500 orders to 1,000 orders on a daily, and you need a scale that can move your stuff. We have that for you. So I think we have a video to show you a demo. Nothing pitches a product better than a demo. Nothing shows you how it works than a demo. So can I have the video? Video, please. Go back 2 slides and the video. Thank you. We lost our sound. All right. Thank you. Awesome. The slide with the features. So yeah, as we could see from the demo, the most interesting part was where you were seeing the ratings from the driver. You feel comfortable about the person coming to pick you. You put in your price. That was 8,000. I mean, proof of concept for me really means a lot. 12,000, 12,000, 15,000, depending on how you feel. You can always, put in the price that works for you. So now these are peculiar things about our offering, the agility of the product itself. All right, it gives you opportunities for price comparisons. You're not paying blindly. You can compare. You have options. And really, who doesn't like options? Who goes for strawberry every time? You check and pick. Who goes to an ice cream factory with just one flavor? You have the opportunity to pick different things. You also have unlimited service. I mean, I created that order and I got orders. I created that inquiry and I got orders almost immediately. You can try it out. As I say again, call my bluff if you don't get a response. Then transparency. Now, I've said this over and over again. These are intangibles that, I mean, as it's been earlier said, transparency is a currency that you should actually value. Not when you're seeking funds, but when you're delivering to the users, because the users keep you alive. And we embed this in our product from start to finish. From day zero till now until forever, we're going to be having transparency. You see the rating, you see your price negotiation, and you can transact no extra cost rather than what you've agreed with the driver. All right, to the next one. I'm glad that you've stayed with me to this point. I really appreciate your attention. And so we also have the web version. So you can operate this mobile. You can also do it on your web version. Up to 10 orders at once. You can track your order. You need not to worry. You can see where it's going. As usual, you can share the ride history with whoever is receiving or the ride details with whoever is receiving. And it's fit for if you have very big processes and you need to hand it over to your supervisors, it's fit for such cases. So I think with this, next slide, please. All right, yes. Thank you very much for staying with me. We could take a couple of questions if time permits, and